Welcome everybody. And the show just started. Good morning or good evening for some of you. How's it going? All right, let's start the show. How's everybody doing on this beautiful London session? Abyss, good morning. Green, good morning. What's up? Collective Consciousness, welcome. Yeah, exactly. Got a glimpse. I don't know where I put it, man. I actually put it so far. I actually put it down to my storage. So I don't even know. I don't even know where it is. Hey Yannick, what's up? Mahavir, good morning. J Smith Trades. I do sound American, but it's a fake accent, so don't worry about it. Bill Owens in the building, good morning. Yeah, the Pandora box, I just can't open it. I just can't, you know. You don't want to know what's in there. Constantine, welcome. Good morning. Okay, what's happening? What's going on with NQ? What happened during the Asia session? I think this drop before the market close. Trading by Sam, welcome. Hello, welcome to the stream. I think this was President Trump here. Some tweet or something as far as I can recall. You lost 700. Oh, you made 700 on the fund. There you go. You managed to make it back. That's all that matters. Randall, yeah, welcome. It was some tariff thing happening or whatever. Anyway, look at how price was congesting in this area. Kind of looked like, I mean, it was almost like it wants to break higher a little bit. But if we go to the left, and this is just something interesting, I can delete this one. It doesn't matter anymore. If we zoom in on the 5-minute chart here, yesterday, no, actually Monday Asia session, whatever happened here, look at this. Monday Asia session, 10:35 and 10:40. Something happened here. Now it's a little bit different on the on the mini, but it's technically the same. We have a supply zone right there. Very strong move, beautiful market structure shift on Monday Asia session. Absolutely textbook. Now I'm not saying that that's the target, but it definitely looks like a good one. So let's go back to the current things. This is the area. I extended it right here. Again, I'm not saying we're going there, but it's just interesting. Like price wanted to move up there if there would have been no news about the tariffs. Like I can imagine this move. So, you know, just an idea. I don't know. Curry Fishbowl, what's up? Welcome. Exactly. Pre-market crawl. A crow, sorry. Yeah. When are we going to voice call on stream with regulars? We're gonna do that for sure. That voice call is gonna be amazing because I'm not even going to speak. You guys are gonna speak. I can just sit back and relax. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 or 2 people. You guys will talk and I will just sit back and relax. Ain't no problem with that. At 2 a.m. and you're chopped. I know. Okay, so we're back into this consolidation area here. It seems like price might want to go back down a little bit, maybe reprice some levels down there. Let's look for some Asia lows. There could be something down here. Okay, so there's an Asia low if it wants to go back down. So here's an Asia low right there. 740. So that's okay, that's fine. 740. What else do we have? Okay. There's no zone. There's a small 1 minute demand zone down there. We might go down and reprice this whole move here and then take out that 1 minute demand zone. The main thing is that we have this level here. I don't know. Almost like a high resistance liquidity area. I don't know. On gold? Yeah, let's check on gold. Nothing. I can already tell you. Nothing. I'm looking for nothing. And by the way, we talked about this zone here. And look at what happened after the 6 p.m. restart. Look at that. 15-minute supply zone completely destroyed. And honestly, I'm not looking for anything on gold. I can already tell you that. So let's just put in some levels here. Here. And here. Okay, where's the midnight level? It's there. You go. Let's look for some zones. Nothing on the 15-minute. Slow grind. Nothing on the 5-minute. Technically there is here, maybe there. Asia low would be, yeah, so we have an Asia low on gold. Asia low right there. This is also the closest demand zone actually is here. If anyone wants to go for a so excuse me, a 5-minute demand zone. There's another one right here. This is the next 5-minute demand zone, and that's it. Nothing else. That's pretty much it. I'm not looking to go long, that's for sure. If I go down to the 1 minute, maybe a short position if we displace below this level. Maybe. That's it. That's pretty much it. And as for NQ, I'm just curious what the heck is going on here. You know, Yonex is short. Let's go. Looking for, okay, yeah. Oh, I said that. Hello there, Shenanigan. Well, I don't know. I do have a small long position, by the way, which is in drawdown on NQ. But I don't mind if it drops. I'm just in with 1 micro. So I'm just kind of curious if it wants to push higher. Yeah, I watched it. 6 p.m. Yeah, right here. So interesting. still have my sell limit order at 25.20. Okay. 15 minute and drop 69 points. Then sure. Ah, nice. That's a good plan. I like it. Funded Day Trader, good morning. You're looking for a short on gold too. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Static attack. Gotta be careful. I'm not saying I'm definitely looking for a short on gold. So it has to be a real clean displacement and shift to the downside before even think about to go short. Otherwise, I don't care. Yokozuna, good morning. Muhammad, good to see you. Good morning. Hello. Exit at 850. That's a good plan. Best your 300k apex. Awesome static attack. Congratulations. Zacromancer, good to see you, man. We'll have that too. We'll do the chat thing. Voice chat. You're looking for a short? Let's go, Randall. There will be an inversion fair value gap on NQ. Seems like it. I think it could invert this gap very easily. Yeah, well, neither do I. I don't see any reason. The only reason, as I said, the only reason it has to be like a very strong, beautiful down close candle with a fair value gap. Even to consider to go down to that demand zone for a scalp or something. Otherwise, I'm definitely not going to do anything with that. So, Apex says intraday. Yes, Randall. And by the way, talking about intraday trailing, Funded Futures Network, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Funded Futures Network has also intraday trailing, but I call it end of trade trailing. So the open position does not count, only the closed position at Funded Futures Network, just saying. So if you're up $1,000 at Apex, you're trailing your stop on your open position. And if you go back to break even on that trade, you just lost $1,000 from your maximum loss limit, right? But at Funded Futures Network, if you're up $1,000 on your open position and it goes back into your break even level and you close it, you still did not lose that maximum loss limit. Only the closed position counts at Funded Futures Network. So that's kind of cool. Just saying. I see. End of day is the only way to go. Well, then, obviously, MyFunded Futures is one of the best. TRADEIFY has end of day trailing accounts, I think. What else? FUNDINGTICKS, I think. Lucid. Which one has end of TOPSTEP also? Exactly. Exactly, Jay. And Peter, morning. What are those overnight candles? Twitter message about soybean. What? I don't know that. It was definitely an interesting move so far. So we'll see. ATS. Okay. Yeah, actually you say yeah. Legends trading, yeah. My trading drawdown is 4,000 instead of 2,700. Depends on are you trading an end of day trading account? I don't know which prop firm is that. Because that intraday took me 2 weeks to make 20k. You have to be careful. Well, the thing is with the intraday, once I go for base hits. So I go with Apex and Bulenox many times. Once I reach the safety net, it's basically a static account. That's it. Until you reach the safety net, yes, you have to go for base hits. but everybody keeps forgetting that it's a two-edged sword. I don't know, I'm sorry for the accent and the pronunciation, but it's a two-edged sword. Sword. Because, for example, if you're up $200 on your funded account and you lose that trade because it goes against you, the next trade will have that space to move on, to move into a positive territory without trailing any stop. That's one thing. So the next thing, everybody keeps forgetting that once you lock in your safety net, it turns into a static account. And locking in the safety net is not that big a deal, to be honest. I mean, yes, I know it's hard and you have to get there, but once you lock in that safety net, I mean, you know. Consistency rule is 40%, Mahavir, 40% on Bulenox. That's rude. I'm sorry. Sorry. MyFunded. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. MyFunded. Well, the dashboard updates if you're in profit, so that might be the reason. What about 30% loss limit now? Won't get. Well, you just need to continue stealth. So you just need to continue to trade. That's what you can do. So don't worry about it. Ask for the payout. The cycle will reset and just continue to trade. So you must look at the other side of the coin here. Ali, what's up? Blew up your TPT account? Come on, man. Oh, Ali, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Ali, you'll make it back. You can. Yeah, but once you hit that safety net, it you know, you can go for some home runs as well. MFFU core account, yeah. Leo, welcome. No giveaway, business lens. And does it applies on challenge also? Depends on which prop firm, obviously. I mean, yes. Bulenox, yes. No. On Bulenox, the challenge account or evaluation account has no consistency rule. It's technically a one-day pass as well, so you can pass it in one single day, Mahavir. I'm not single. I never said I'm single. Private core account withdrawal is limited to 1,000. But what happens with the rest of the money account? Well, it stays on the account, you know. You can build up your safety net more. You use it for you're gonna use it for as a safety net. So yes, you're limited to 1,000, but you can still build up the rest. So once you, for example, let me tell you, Leo, like you build up like, I don't know, $2,000 in safety net on your core account and you request $1,000, you're going to be left with another $1,000, right? Just for a safe, actually 900 because there's an extra 100 above 50K that locks in. So you cannot request that. In order to be able to request that, you need to have another 5 winning days above $100 each. It does not have to be consecutive days, as you know it. So once you, for example, make $500, $100 each, then you can request another $1,000. That's how it works. Even though you only have like $1,400 available, you can request another $1,000 from that safety net. The Nasdaq is very difficult to, yeah, it is, Randall, it is. So yeah, that's how it works, Leo. I'm gonna trade 150 trading. Oh yeah. Lost your XFA, funded day trader. Come on, 10 minutes of tilt, and you know that's the worst thing. Like you can lose everything in just a few minutes. It's so bad. Back to Eval, exactly. Of course I'm taking Abyss, of course. I have a fiance. 400 away to pass. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's, I mean, you can, there's no consistency on the challenge account, so there's no consistency. How can you manage with micro to get payout? I use mini and blow my accounts. Do you explain your... Yes, so it's Yannick, it's like not that complicated. The thing is, and this is like a good example. I jumped into a trade. My target is about 90 points higher if it gets there ever. 90 points with 2 micros is like, I don't know. How much is that? 1 micro is $2 times 100. That's $200. That's almost $400, right? 300 something with just 2 micros. That's it. So you're able to hold the trade for some higher time frame levels or more significant levels than just on the 1 minute. So you can trade the bigger picture moves. Like, yes, it can go against you. But you can also manage to take a bigger drawdown without being stressful. Like, oh my gosh, it went against me 10 points and I'm in a big drawdown. I don't care. And even if it takes me out, I'm just going to lose like, I don't know, $200 or $100, $150. And I'm comfortable with that. One of the biggest positive changes that I had in trading is that when I sized down the positions, it made me so much easier to be able to hold the trade. Even when I was copy trading, I realized that even if I copy traded a lot of my accounts with 1 or 2 micro, it's completely fine because, you know, it's not a big risk. MyFundedFutures core is still in eval and renewal date is 5-day. Renewal resumes, but should I? So the Faceless Man, yeah, you're gonna get a reset if you are in a drawdown. The Faceless Man, if you are in a drawdown, you are going to get a reset. If you are in profit, I suggest, because it's only 5 days to go, I suggest do not do anything quote unquote stupid on the account. Build it up with discipline, because the next 30-day cycle you have to work less on those profits. So if you're up like $500 or $1,000 in profit, don't do anything YOLO or crazy. Sometimes I do that too. I mean, I do that, but if you think about it mathematically, you're gonna have like another 30 days to make like $2,000. So the odds are definitely in your favor. But if you're in drawdown, you know, if you're in drawdown, then you can do some crazy moves. Even if you blow up the account, you're gonna get rebuilt. So why not? No, not per day. No, $100. You have to make $500 overall. $100 each. Solely render. I think I was mispronouncing it, or sorry. $100 per day, 5 times, which means $500 of profit on the core account. It does not have to be consecutive days, but all you need to get requested payout is 5 times $100 per day. When you move to live, does the extra money try? Yes, yes, Leo. Yes, yes, yes. The risk department is going to when somebody's moved to a live account, obviously the risk department is it's different for everybody. Obviously the state of the account is different for everybody, but they're going to move those funds, I think. If you don't have the funds, there's a minimum starting balance like $2,500, I think, which you cannot withdraw because that's the company's money. But you know, but you make above is yours. On Bulenox, the inactivity rule is trade every 5 trading days or calendar days. Stealth, all I know from as much as I can recall, that you need to push the button once every week. But what I did, and it was never a problem, I pushed the button on a Monday and I pushed the button the next Thursday or Wednesday, and it was never an issue. So I would say 7 days, 7 calendar days. Okay. So if you push the button on a Monday, you know, make sure to push the button the next Monday or Tuesday again. That's it. But if you write to support, I think they can put you on. I think they can put you on. I mean, they will get the notification and there will be no issue. You can flip it, by the way, but be careful with the funded account. The flipping days cannot exceed 20% of your regular trading days. Gabor, hello. You don't know more than 5%? No, I'm sorry. Currently, every influencer's code at MyFundedFutures gives you the 5% standard. I'm sorry. So currently, we are waiting for something new. I don't know, because I don't know anything. But currently, the standard discount is 5% at MyFundedFutures. If you are brand new at MyFundedFutures and never ever purchased anything with them, if you register, you're going to get a 50% discount as a welcome bonus, just like TopStep does it. So a 50% welcome bonus on your very first purchase, and that's it. That's my Lucid funded. Oh, Jay, be careful, man. Yeah. 100 prop firm allows me to pass the evaluation one day. Apex, Bulenox, I think Lucid as well. I don't know which one. Man, it's a tough question because so many things have changed. Maybe DayTraders? No, they're not. Apex, Lucid. Maybe FundingTicks? I'm not sure. Apex, Bulenox for sure. No, I'm placing orders in Quant Tower. I don't know. I mean, yes, there is a TradingView, but I don't know what is the sequence. So this is, for example, I do have a paper trading account. So this is like, I'm pushing the buy, but this is a paper trading account that it's simple to pull the TP here. But it's, I know it's not the same on a TradeAway account, so. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind the chat because 5 micros. I see, Jay. I'm sorry about that. Thao, hey there. Bad trading touch. Size down the positions. Okay, 1 to 2 micro. That's it, Thao. That's what I can tell you. Size down the position. Consistent investor, welcome. Everything is good. Sorry, everybody. I'm way behind the chat. I'm gonna read everything real quick again. Yeah, 500. I know. Yeah, Randall. I misspoke there. I'm sorry. How many prop firm allows me to pass the evaluation? Yeah, Aisha, Bulenox and Apex, and I think Lucid. But I'm not sure about the rest. One Bulenox at a time of that inactivity rule. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. a bad reputation for payouts. Well, all I can tell you, trading by Sam, I know since the past year, especially in 2024, but up until now, there has been denials, because mostly the denials because of the 30% rule, because traders keep letting their trades slip under that 30%. More than 30% of their maximum loss limit. And, because of that, payouts can be denied. It is what it is. I know it sucks, but we see so many traders, and not just on YouTube or social media, who are getting payouts regularly, by the way, from Apex. Regularly. So, I don't know. Still, Apex is the only prop firm who paid out $500 million. Again, more than $500 million to their traders. No other prop firm has ever done that. And I'm not saying Apex is the best, because they clearly have things to upgrade, but they're definitely not my favorite. But I still build my funded accounts with them as well. But they still paid out more than $500 million to traders. So, you can hate them. And I obviously had some times when I was frustrated about these rules. But since I trade small, I don't really care. Good morning, Team Trades. 35%, not 50, I'm sorry. Man, I need to update these things. Thank you. 35, I'm sorry. There was a promo. I forgot to change it back. I have to do something about this. Let's see. Okay, sorry. 35. My apologies. Yeah, there was a promo for 50. Now I corrected it. Thank you. I think Funded Next had one day. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something like that, maybe. Molo! My gosh! Hey! Dude, thank you so much for the donation. $20 from Molo.
Thanks for what you do, bro.
Thank you, man. Launch is on you today and tomorrow as well. K-Bell, good to see you. 3 times 1600. Jesus, Malo. Congratulations. My favorite is MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader, or Take Profit Trader and MyFundedFutures. But I do like Bulenox. I like Funded Futures Network. So the ones that you see here, I do trade with them. I like them. I got payouts with them. Well, not everyone, because I'm still working on my FundingTicks and Lucid accounts. I got payouts from DayTraders, Funded Futures Network, and the others. Malo, congratulations. Again, nice job, and thank you for the donation. Requesting my first ever payout with FundingTicks. Let's go. Gav, congratulations. Well, basically, there's only one rule that you have to be aware of. That's the 30% rule. If you really think about the rest of the rules, there's nothing special. You can basically do anything you want with Apex nowadays. The 30% rule is the one that you need to be aware of. You can even place trades during the news once you apply proper risk management. So, but I understand, Jay. I understand. Yeah, team trades. Yeah. Yeah, it would be great, Jay, if they would ease up those rules a little bit. I don't know why you're not allowed. I don't know. I did hear that many traders got put on probation. We do have Dominic is not here since a while. I hope he's okay. We had Dominic here in the chat as a regular viewer who got put on probation, but he kept on trading on his funded accounts for 90 days or something. I don't even know. and he got put back to be able to buy more evaluation accounts. And I don't know why they're doing it. Verbon, hey there. 0 accounts, which is direct. Ah, yeah, the direct account. Good morning, Tallahassee 76. Welcome. Do you still have to send your strategy and screenshot your trades? No. I mean, last time I heard that it was like months ago. And nowadays, at least, you know, in the community and of those who are, I know many people who are not on social media taking payouts from Apex. None of them had to send them strategies or screenshots or video explanations. Those people who had to send their strategies to Apex, the problem was, as I've been told by, let's just say, from some insider at Apex, not insider, but that person had more contact with them, is Apex was doing it because, let's say, an individual opened up an account under his mother's name or under his father's name just to get away with some KYC thing and have multiple accounts to hedge them or something like that. And so they wanted to do a video interview just to see if that person is the real person and that person really knows about trading or knows what. They don't really care about the strategy at all. They don't give a shit about the strategy. They just want to see that person, is he or she able to talk about the strategy. So obviously some people got banned or denied for payouts because they saw that the individual who registered at Apex, no offense or no disrespect, was a 76-year-old woman from doesn't matter where. Obviously your grandma or your mother, and who's 76 years old, you know, may not be able to trade on brand new Apex accounts and pushing them to payouts, right? So obviously they wanted to do an interview with them, like, okay, let's have an interview and a video chat and some pictures from that 76 years old grandma. Like, how can she trade these accounts? So these things, and this is just one example, this is why they were kind of wanted to get more information from their traders, because they wanted to make sure that this KYC fraud thing by hedging accounts against each other in the same household can be prevented somehow. But this is all I know, and this was like many months ago, maybe even a year ago. This was one of the reasons for the video interviews and the screenshots and the, you know, selfies and all these things. But again, this is just one small example. The real value in content, yeah. Thank you so much, Zacromancer. Yeah, unfortunately, and maybe there's gonna be some change in that. I would be, I don't know. I know that many viewers at MyFunded TV are there for the resets. It's normal, obviously. Back at those days, I was also watching Top Step TV for the reset codes. It's normal, you know, like, what can you do? It is what it is. But you know, but obviously trying to put on some good content. You passed 9? That's very good, Abyss. That's very good. Intraday is hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to go for base hits. How do you keep up with as much drawdown? Small positions, variable, small positions, very small positions, until you reach the safety net. You passed Aqua Futures. Let's go, Osama. Congratulations. So you gotta, Verbon, you gotta keep that maximum, I mean, the loss per trade on a low level. And don't go for like 5R trades or 3R trades, okay? That's the thing. Yeah, static attack, exactly. Then why were they denying people who sent the video proving that? I don't know, Jade. I don't know. That's a good question. I wish I would know the answer. And that's why I'm saying I just heard some tidbits of information, like what was Apex aftering for. I don't know more. And I wasn't even finished with the topic because there were more things to say. I actually, yesterday, I knew we mentioned, like I promised that we're going to talk about trading alone, but I don't think I nailed it as much as I wanted to, because there's also a lot of advantages of trading alone without social media. So I saw some comments that some people were not agreeing with me, and I completely get it, because there's a lot of advantages of trading away from social media. It has a lot of advantages too, but also it has a lot of advantages of trading with a trading group or a group of people, or, you know, getting information. So it has two sides as well. MyFundedTV is a YouTube channel where I'm a guest host every day, Randall. I'm a guest host there. I usually start at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time every day. Yesterday, today as well. They denied my payouts and erased my profits. Oh man, Tallahassee, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Exactly. Collective consciousness. You don't need to take care of the setups, you just wait for the reset codes. And you can just sit back, relax, listen to the hosts, you know, get some information, and just keep your eyes on the screen for the sneaky codes. Small bets and small profits, exactly. I don't know. Open the buy and sell position at the same time. Oh, did they? Were you doing the long micro and short mini or something? Oh, you're asking someone else? I didn't do that. I got 3 resets. Wow. Get one. Nice collective consciousness. Somebody told me, and I don't know if that's true, that they want to, there are some people who got quite a few resets already at MyFundedTV, so they want to reduce those resets. Like if somebody already won like 3 or I don't know how many resets, then that person, even if that person wins, cannot get more resets in the same week or month or something. I don't know, Abyss. I don't know. It's just, it's not confirmed. It's just a rumor that MyFundedFutures got some complaints from users that always the same people are winning, and they might come up with a solution that you cannot win more than 3 resets in a month or something like that. I don't know. It's not confirmed. Again, don't quote me on this. This is just a rumor that might be, you know, they might find a solution for this. Is it about trading together, all going on? It's about the energy. Exactly, the energy. That's why I said it, the energy. Exactly, Zacromancer. Three resets, nice. 4. Yeah, they told me that they are working on a solution to set a limit for the winners. Oh, one of those complaints for you. All right, Abyss. Yeah, I heard, not from the chat on YouTube, but I think someone from MyFundedFutures told me, I don't know who was it, I don't remember, that they are working on a solution so they can limit the winners. Because obviously, and that's normal again, because we're all humans. I guess some users were glued to the screen, on the reset code screen, and they were just, without a blink, they were just watching the screen, and as soon as the code came in, boom, super fast typing skills, and they got the code. I don't know if it's true, but all I heard is that there will be some sort of a solution. It's not something I announced here. It's just something I heard, and it's not confirmed yet. Good morning, Adam. Jó reggelt. Welcome. You make a good amount of money just open an Iron Beam account. Yeah, Static Attack. I heard good things about M Futures too. I never got through, and it makes mistrades. Ah, I see, Dreamer. Good morning, Leon. Insider code, yeah. Yeah, everybody's super fast. Everybody's very. There are some users who are lightning fast with typing that code in. Those codes are vanishing in like 3 seconds maximum. Maximum 3 seconds. That's the top. But if by the time you count to 5, they're gone. Those codes. Exactly, Jay. I agree with that. If you open up a personal cash account, that could be considered as another stream of income, as a passive income, even if you make like $200 or $300 per month on average, which is, for some people it's good money, for some people it's not even worth it to go. If I can make $300 on the sidelines as another stream of income, I take it. That's awesome. Why not? Ah, maybe I'll apply that reset to you. That's good. Mirovsky, welcome. AD, what's up? I don't know what I said, but welcome. Resets is easy to catch. You can usually get them at last. Oh, once per week. Nice, Bizlid. Nice. Long or short? It's a tough question. Obviously, everybody's waiting for this London open. I was just saying that it was an interesting area here. This one here, yesterday, in the PM session. A lot of congestion, consolidation here. Then came this comments from about the tariff war. I think it was President Trump or some I don't know. And then now it tries to go back there. I do see a level, a 5-minute supply zone from Monday Asia session that actually started a nice drop to the downside. But is it going to work out? I don't know. I have a very small position. I'm sitting in a long position right now. Interesting. Anyway. Abyss is taking all the resets. Which account is interesting? I don't know. I haven't really looked into Funded Next. I do have a funded. Actually, I passed a evaluation account, so I have a funded account, which I have never activated at Funded Next, but I don't know currently, Yanix. Somebody already said the code didn't work because, oh yeah, there you go, Verbone. So you gotta be super fast typing those codes. And by the way, as you might have heard, the celebrity, you guessed it right. If all goes well, we're gonna have Terry Trades 100 here on Friday in the London session. She's gonna be here with us as a guest Friday. Okay, so that's gonna be super awesome. Can't wait for it. And we'll do some giveaway. Yeah, Terry's gonna be here. She's the guest host, the celebrity. So she's gonna be here on Friday London session. We're trying to get some accounts from MyFundedFutures for a giveaway, but we'll see how it goes. I'll try to get, if not, then I'll try to get some accounts from I don't know, Apex or Trade Profit Trader or somewhere else. And if nothing works, then we're gonna do some cash giveaway. That's it. So stay tuned. Terry is gonna be here on Friday. Crazy Friday, you know. Tempted to short. I mean, London Open is almost here. I'm kind of curious, how's it gonna go? Do we have some news today? My favorite account type, variable. My favorite, well, first of all, I like the Take Profit Trader accounts because of the daily payouts. That's one thing. At MyFundedFutures, my favorite account type, I like the scale account very much. Is that my favorite? I don't know yet, but I like the scale account. I think it has a fair payout rule, including the withdrawal cap, and the payout policy is very good. Not to basically the freedom that you can request a payout once you're eligible. I like that. So the scale account is definitely something I like. And the Take Profit Trader Pro account is, yeah, the daily payouts at Take Profit Trader definitely hits different. No news. Yeah. Core is also good, by the way. The core account is a very good price. It's a very good price with no activation fee. The core account is extremely good. Is extremely good for that price. Again, no activation fee. You get all the goodies basically with the core account. The only thing is that the payout cap is a little bit smaller, but you can obviously get rid of that once you get enough payouts. So the core account is basically a very good entry-level account. It's not just an entry-level account. I had multiple core accounts. I had multiple payouts from core accounts. Yes, I know it's just $800, but it's still money. So the flex payout, it bucks. So instead of 50% balance, it lets you withdraw everything. Wow. I didn't know that they had that bug. Wow. Who has daily payout? Take Profit Trader has, and TRADEDAY. TRADEDAY and Take Profit Trader. Once you're above the safety net, you can get a payout every single day, which I did multiple times with Take Profit Trader. Once you're above the safety net. Yes, if 800 times 5, yes, Max. Yes, yes, yes. 12k profits. Oh, the trailing stop. That must have been a bigger size account, right, Jay? Sorry to hear that. By the way, everybody, I almost forgot to ask you guys, can you please help out the channel by pushing the like button? Can everybody please push that like button, smash the like. Let's keep this stream in the London session at its best for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Smash those likes. Oh, the 300k, yes. Yeah, you gotta, you know, you gotta be aware of the trailing stop there as well. I know it's a bigger threshold. Yeah, the $800 is good money, Verbon. Yes. Why do you mention order block in the chart? Well, I know it's not the classic ICT order block, and I'm gonna go back because there's an order block here. If I go back to Friday, last Friday, we have an order block here, which is, by the way, a supply zone. So if you do some research, you will see that ICT technically rebranded the supply and demand zones and connected some dots, which he done excellently. But basically, supply and demand zones are almost the same as order blocks, or order blocks are almost the same as supply and demand zones. So it sounds very fancy and everything, but since last Friday there is an order block up there, or supply and demand zone, depends on which one you like better. But I used to have these ones on my chart as possible targets. Basically. You haven't got that payout yet. Good morning, Joseph. Hello. All right, 3 minutes until London Open. Do we have some news? Violetta, welcome. Thank you for joining the channel. Thanks for joining us. I wouldn't go long here. Most likely we sell. Yeah, there's a very high chance for a J. It is what it is. I'm risking small here. Let's see what happens, but I have a feeling that, I don't know, at least it was moving somewhere in Asia session, but now I don't know. So do we have some news? Nothing. Trump threatens China cooking oil as payback for soy boycott. Really? Trump feuds over cooking oil through China exports are okay. How the US-China trade war has flared up again.
Well, the S&P 500 turned lower in the final hour of the trade after, you guessed it, a flare-up in the trade war with China. President Trump threatening to stop trade in cooking oil with China in a Truth Social post, a retaliatory move after Beijing is continuing to refuse to buy American soybeans.
Wow.
Joining us now is Balance of Power co-host Joe Matthews. So, Joe, it feels like a little bit we're back in an environment where there's so much headline ping pong when it comes to what is the state of play with trade negotiations with China.
Yeah, it's been kind of a day-to-day up and down here, with the president being accused of pulling another taco over the weekend following his very aggressive post on Truth Social on Friday. Sent the...
All right. Anyway, we have the London Open. What are we gonna do without soy? Yeah, we have the 3 a.m. here. 20 seconds. Yeah, gold just keeps going higher. Hey, Josef, welcome. Why does nobody promote TopStep? Because they have no affiliates. That's why. TopStep is by far not the best one. They are great. By the way, TopStep is super awesome, but they are by far not the best. But they are great. They are solid. They are legit solid. They are awesome, but they by far not the best. And because they kicked out all their affiliates. That's why. The best? I think there's so many good prop firms out there. It's just hard to say who's the best. TopStep is definitely in the top 5. But the best, I would say there's a top 3 or top 5. MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, definitely. TopStep. I know you guys hate it, but Apex is still somewhere around the top 5. But I think, yeah, we have some very good upcoming prop firms like Funded Futures, the TRADEDAY, for example. TRADEDAY, they are awesome. TRADEDAY is super solid. Now that they changed their rules, you can have multiple funded accounts. TRADEDAY absolutely has a big potential to come up to the big league. Actually, they are already in the big league. Super solid payouts. So there's just no single answer or simple answer like, oh, this is the best prop firm. No. MyFundedFutures is definitely in the top 3. Along with TopStep and Take Profit Trader, I think they are really solid. But I would say there has to be a top 5 at least, because there are some good ones out there. Nobody talks too much about Bulenox, by the way. And Bulenox has that secret strategy, quote unquote secret strategy. They are not doing any social presence, nothing. They just pay out their traders. Quite interesting, right? They only make money from the affiliates, and they still pay out their traders. And they're not engaging in any social drama, no YouTube, no X, no Facebook, nothing. They have zero thing going on, and they just keep paying out people. Imagine that. So, which one is the best? There's no simple answer. Take Profit is definitely up there. Lucid is good. They are good, so, you know. No discounts from TopStep. The best ones are ones who work with a regulated broker. Yeah. Apex joke. In your top 5, TopStep, prop only, the TopStep is not banned, Romania. Funded Futures Network, also, I would say. Funded Futures Network, Josef. $75, you get 2 50K accounts with no activation fee, and they did not ban Romania. You can trade with them. So at TopStep, you have to purchase a combine, you have to pay the activation fee. So you're in like $200 at TopStep on one account. But Funded Futures Network, you buy an account for $75 and you're going to get a free account. So you basically have one account for $37.50 at no activation fee. You know, it's kind of a big difference between TopStep and Funded Futures Network. Yeah, something like that, Zacromancer. I think Bulenox, I think it's operated from a basement or something. I don't know. But as long as they pay out people, yeah. But no. They are actually good. Bulenox is good. I don't know why they choose to be like this, but they do not do any social, you know, thing. Nothing. They don't have a Discord, nothing. They have zero appearance in social media. Absolutely. They have an X account which they posted last time in 2023. By the way, that's the only thing. Do funded futures have trailing drawdowns? Yes, end of trade trailing. So not like Apex and Bulenox. They have this end of trade trailing. All right, I closed down my position. I had a long position, by the way. You guys didn't see it. I had a 1 micro long position somewhere from here. This was my position. I was expecting some move at the London Open, but I don't care. It was just 1 micro. I closed it a little bit above break even. That's it. I just had to. I don't like this, so I closed it. Let's go static attack. Is Apex going to make some change? I heard that, yeah, they are making some changes, but no details. No details, 80, nothing. Hopefully, they saying it's going to be positive change for the traders. I don't know. Sorry. So they say it's going to be a positive change. Funded Futures Network is in business since 5 years, Joseph. 5 years, and they paid out lots of people as well. They have a super awesome support, by the way. One of the best things in Funded Futures Network is that their Discord is very responsive, the support. Very nice, by the way. They are very nice, very responsive. So I know TopStep is an older prop firm, but Funded Futures Network is rock solid as well. They are just like TRADEDAY, like super solid. Yeah, definitely. It saves a lot of costs. So I think Bulenox decided to go low on operating costs. You took 1 short? Nice. I just can't take a trade on this. It's just so bad. Good morning, Mark. Welcome. Oh, Yokozuna, really? So TradeAway broker banned it a long time ago. TradeDay mentioned this. Ah. Yeah, I see that, you know, for example, MyFundedFutures has Romania, Slovenia, and Croatia banned. They are 100% European Union countries, all the benefits and everything. And those countries are still banned. And I've been told that they are banned because the OFAC... Actually, I'm going to show this. There you go. This is why they are banned. I don't know if you guys can read this. Office of Foreign Assets Control. This is why they are banned. Some sanctions list is there. Because they are on some sanctions list, I don't know. And because of this government department, some prop firms, including MyFundedFutures and some others, they just don't want to, you know, get in trouble with the US government. So they decided that whoever is on the OFAC list, they just going to ban those countries. And I don't know why Romania, Slovenia, and Croatia is on this list. Some prop firms ignore the OFAC list, including, like, for example, Funded Futures Network, Top Step, passed by a few of these names. So some prop firms decided to go over this because OFAC is not about preventing these prop firms to have clients from Romania, or I mean, because of prop trading. It's mostly because of money laundering and suspicious trading behavior in between with goods and assets, I don't know, in between those countries. So prop trading is not their thing that they look at OFAC. Some prop firms, you know, check this in much more detail, and they refresh their restricted countries list. Some prop firms still say that they don't want to mess up anything with the government, so they just stick with the OFAC list. That's the problem. We'll see. They use Funded Futures Network, they use Rhythmic. Now they have, I think, Project X as well, and something else. You can use Quantower too. They have their own rebranded Quantower. But they have Rhythmic and Project X Access and something else. Onyx, I think. I don't know what that is. Onyx, yeah. Why does it take so? I don't know. So the only thing is, I don't know why it takes a lot of time for Funded Futures Network to set up the funded accounts. I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. OFAC banned like X. Yeah, but I don't know why. Slovenia is in the European Union since a lot time now. I mean, they're really, I don't know why they are banned. You have to watch those Balkan. They are actually doing very good in the European Union. They are actually doing, just to tell you guys, Romania, Slovenia, and Croatia, they are doing much better than my country, than Hungary. They are way past my country, and they're still banned. I don't know why. Purdia. No, it's just no info. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, something like that. Look at that. I closed my long position. Now it goes. I actually sent messages about these three countries, Mark. That why are these countries are banned? Oh my, look at that. Now it's going high. I closed my long position and here you go. And it's going. Okay. Seems like wants to go through that previous day high. Interesting. I'm definitely not gonna run for president. No, that's not a straight to funded account. I don't know why they call it express. It's just less minimum trading days, basically. It's faster to get to the funded account, but it's just less. There's not too much difference in the express and the standard account at Funded Futures Network, so. Someone wake up Trump, yeah. Randall's short is doing good. Actually, we swept some highs here. It might just drop down, who knows. Prices, you just have to say it out loud. You can look at that, price is back to the range. Look at gold, wow. It makes it easier for me. When I see this on gold, I just know that I don't want to do anything with gold. Nothing at all. I don't care about it. It's kind of a good feeling. But my bias is bullish. I think we're gonna go up to that 970, actually 980-ish level. That's what I think. I think it's gonna be a slow grind. Slow grind up there. I think that's how it's gonna go. Prop shop trade. I heard about them, Yokozuna. Not too much. I don't know too much about them. There was a period a few months ago that they were hyped up, but I also heard some denials were happening, but they figured it out. Nowadays, some influencers are pushing them. I did not hear too much about them, to be honest, but they are still in business, so... How do people find out? Well, sooner or later, influencers pick these up, and obviously they appear in social media on some platforms, and you know, it's just social media. That's what it's all about. Legends Trading, there also, I heard that they're good. Patrick is pushing them right now. Interesting though, like Patrick was pushing FUNDINGTICKS all the way a few months ago, and people told me that in the past few weeks he's not mentioning FUNDINGTICKS with not even a single word, and he was the biggest ambassador for FUNDINGTICKS, and now not even a single word about FUNDINGTICKS. But I guess it's about the money, right? Because they didn't pay him, yeah. So not a single word about FUNDINGTICKS since a few weeks now from Patrick. Yeah, no activation fee, Fizzled. One thing though, then there's a catch. If you blow up your initial account that you paid for, if you blow that account up, and if you decide to cancel the subscription because you blow up the account, they're going to take away your free account because it's attached to the subscription of the initial paid account. So be careful with that. If you blow up your initial paid account but you still have your free account, do not cancel the subscription, because once you do, you're gonna lose your free account as well. That's the thing. Okay, so you gotta watch out for that. You can have only one free account at a time, but if you purchase multiple BOGO accounts, you can still activate them. You can still get a free account after the sale period ends. So for example, this sale period is up until the end of the month, but for example, you purchased like 5 evaluation accounts, you can still have a free account in November if you blew up your initial free evaluation account or you passed your free account. Okay. Or you don't have to wait until November. If you blow up your free account but you purchase more, you can just ask them another free account. I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm still sleepy. So you can have multiple free accounts but only one at a time. That's it. He did the same with TRADEIFY. But they kicked him out from TRADEIFY because of the Jadon fiasco. He's smart. He's a smart businessman, that's for sure. You know, if he gets a few $100,000 from one prop firm, obviously he will be promoting them. What if you pass one funded futures and another is failed? Do you still have to pay 75 per month? No. If you pass, that's a good question. AD, we're talking about FundingTicks and Lucid Trading right now, which Patrick promotes, but he's not promoting FundingTicks now. So Zacromonster, if you pass your initial account that you've paid for, okay, and you still did not pass your free account, you don't have to pay the $75 for the free account. That's the good thing. That's the good news. So if you passed your initial paid account, you can take as long as you want, because it will have a $0 per month subscription on your free account. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. Take your time. It's $0 per month and you can pass it anytime. Where is this prop firm that talk now? I'm going to show you just a second. Just a second. Give me a second here. I still have the post up on my community post. Just a second. NQ doesn't really want to go here. So here is the post. Here's the link to the post. And here's the post itself. So buy one, get one for free. This is at Funded Futures Network until the end of the month. And here are all the details, how you can claim the free account, okay? Funded Futures Network. 50% off, buy one, get one free, no activation, all right? If you do the calculation, it's going to be $37.50 per account with no activation fee. So if you ask me which one is the cheapest one currently, I would say Funded Futures Network. But we have so many good accounts, so many good deals going on. So getting one. Oh, thank you, Fizzlid. But first, all of that TPT. Well, hold on. What do I do about my TPT with 150 drawdown? Fizzlid, man, I would wait for the New York session for some better moves, and I would trade it with one micro. That's what I do. Fizzlid, one micro, wait for the New York session, and pray. But no, I wouldn't do anything here. Wait till Black Friday. Oh yeah. Well, when is going to be Black Friday? It's going to be next week? Or the end of the month? I don't even know. End of the month, maybe? No, November. Oh, November. There's so many Black Fridays. Like, I'm not even following these Black Friday things because there's a Black Friday every month. Day after Thanksgiving. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just get carried away because whenever we go out, whenever I go out to the city, and you know, everywhere, they're already, everybody's skipping Halloween now. The shops are already filled up with Christmas things everywhere, and it's only October here, obviously everywhere. but the shops all over the place are getting filled up with the Christmas designs and presents and all the Christmas things in October. So you can imagine that everybody's selling Christmas stuff. Next time, you know, next year, we're gonna see Christmas stuff being sold in July. Hey, what the Forex? What's up? What's up? For a FundedTicks account, I'd like to know activation fee. TRADEIFY is decent. Thank you for the support, by the way. What the Forex? Thank you so much for supporting. Just need against this, looking for a 50-point short. Let's go. I wish you good luck with that. Unfortunately, price action is very, very, very bad this morning. I wish it would be the other way, but it's very bad. If you go down to the 1 minute, look at this. Look at this area here. I was eyeballing this at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard. This here is actually a demand zone, almost like a textbook demand zone. But if we check it on the mini, it's almost the same. I don't like that level there. This one at 1 a.m. I don't know. It looks like a tricky one. So it's good for shorts, obviously. Will be interesting to see. If I must run my macro, eventually just blow. Oh, I see. I understand. Yes. But good explanation. Yeah, Christmas decorations in August. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Trading Star. Hello there. Trading Star, aka the Morning Star. You are the Morning Star, not me. You are. I don't know, Jay. I don't know. Yes, exactly, AD. We're gonna have, you know, Christmas all year long. You missed the long on gold? Ah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's... 10 points is that. Listen, 10 points in London session is a very good 10 points. I take it anytime in a London session. I take it. Maria, good morning. Welcome. Good to see you. Halloween decorations on some home right after Labor Day. Well, someone likes it early. You don't trade New York Open. Pro New York Open, sorry, yeah. Yeah, look at that. This price action is absolutely trash. Trash. Officially trash. Just a second. What? What did I do? Trying to do something here. I don't get it. I don't get this. All right, let's see what's happening. Did I say good morning to Maria? If I didn't, hello. Good morning, Maria. What's going on? 24 level could be, yeah. I don't know what's going on. This is so trashy. Absolutely trashy price action. Very, very trashy. Dun dun dun. Nothing is moving. Absolutely nothing. And I don't know why. Da-da-da. Oh man, this is so bad. Let's see the range. 30 points. Not the worst actually, but it's definitely bad. I still feel like this one wants to go higher. Why not? Gold is pumping. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, I don't know how far can it go. There's the 250. They have some conspiracy theories that gold is going up there because they're going to wreck the dollar completely and they're going to use digital currencies. Only 2 people don't sell courses. Well, I who knows? Yeah, I checked it. Slade, welcome again. Good to see you, man. Yeah, the very, very bad price action. Very bad. By the way, speaking of selling courses, I never say never. So I'm not saying I will never sell a course. Obviously, it's an online business, so you know, maybe one day, who knows? Okay, so digital products, online marketing, sales. Digital product can be a mentorship, a course, private mentoring, whatever. So these are part of the business. These are all part of the business. 20k gold, yeah. 20k gold? I just realized you said 20k gold. I can sell no trade signal. Trade signal is a very, I think that's a lot of responsibility. Trade signals. That's a lot of responsibility. Once you have a losing streak, some people are gonna get very angry if you do trading signals, I think. Thousands of courses out there, yeah. Selling a course is not fine. I actually talked about this with lawyers, by the way, Abyss. I talked about this a few months ago, actually, with lawyers. If I'm selling a course, that's not financial advice. But I don't want to go into the details too much. Yeah, we checked it, Abyss. I don't want to go into the rabbit hole right now because it has so many details. Selling a course, how to trade, or certain amount of trade setups or price patterns, or, you know, entry mechanisms and stuff like that. That's not financial advice. All I can tell you. We talked about absolute pros, professionals. One of them is not just here in Hungary, in my country, but one of them works in Belgium with international law in finance, and that's not a financial advice, not by EU law, and I don't think it is with the United States law. If you're selling a course, at least that's what we come up to. Because if you think about it, even teachers in universities can actually be sued for financial advice then, who are teaching economics or stuff like that, who are teaching about candlestick formations or certain price fluctuations, levels, seasonal tendencies, whatever. Those could also be sued for financial advice. I would do trade signals. Chris, the SEC, it's going to start. Wow, really? Yeah, exactly. So I'm not telling them to buy or sell. That's the exact. Zacromancer just pointed this out. I am not telling them to buy or sell something. There is no specific intention to buy something on a specific price or on a specific level. So that's the Zacromancer just nailed it. If I would be telling someone to buy this one right now for this amount of money, for this amount of contract right now at this price, please buy it, that would be different. That's the different. So, yeah, I know, Gabor, I know. I'd listened to a lawyer before. Yeah, I know. Bryce, believe it or not, I talked with not just one lawyer. I talked 3 different lawyers, and actually one lawyer came with me to the other lawyer who works with international law and finance at a very respectable, and I paid a lot of money for 2 hours of consultation, and they looked after some laws, and I paid a quite hefty amount of money here in Hungary for just do consultation about selling an online course, by the way. And selling an online course is not financial advice. That's my statement, and I stand by it. It's not financial advice. But you guys can look it up, because if that's financial advice, I think everybody in social media or in the social space can be sued, taken down, and sent to jail, by the way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then everybody could be sent, all the influencers, including Patrick Wheeland, including every last person in social media selling just a incy-wincy tiny course for just $5. Everybody can be put to jail. Everybody. Yeah, I know it's 5%. I try to do something, Gabor, yeah. AI usage. I don't know the AI usage in prop firms. I don't know about that. Yeah, by the way, posting fake results. By the way, Randall has a good point there. Posting fake results is actually a fraud, by the way. I've been told by these lawyers, the same lawyers, if I post fake results, that's a very dangerous game. So posting fake, if there's enough evidence against any influencer online posting fake results, and it's not just in the US but in the EU as well, posting fake results is actually not something that could be tolerated by the law. Obviously, they don't have the manpower to check every influencer, but once somebody is being tagged and they collect enough information, that's a problem. Yeah, exactly. That's why I post out the all these things, like not financial advice. I put out everything in the disclaimer in the stream. When we start the stream, it's in the description of the videos everywhere. And I cannot state enough, and I think I have to do more about this, that we are trading simulated accounts, not real money. Actually, with prop firms, it's easier. If I would be trading, if I would be claiming that I'm trading a real cash money account, that's a more dangerous ground, by the way. It's more dangerous ground than somebody's posting simulated account results, because it's not real money. But once someone is claiming that he or she is trading a real cash account and posts like screenshots of that quote-unquote real cash account, and once it's proven that it's photoshopped or it's not real, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. I've been told by lawyers who are in this. That's a problem. That's misleading. Have AI advertisements, AI songs, yeah. AI, the AI is here in social media. AI music, AI pictures, images, things are going to be part of it. But I heard that YouTube is going to, the YouTube algorithm, for example, is going to put those people or creators behind who are using mostly AI stuff to promote their channel. That's what I've heard. So YouTube is trying to reward those creators more by the algorithm who are genuinely putting in more effort. For example, an advertisement. One YouTuber can make an AI ad completely by AI, and YouTube algorithm is going to identify that that's an AI promotion video, for example. And the other YouTuber for the same niche is going to do a video with real people, real studio, whatever, real stuff for the same niche. YouTube is going to put forward the real video instead of the AI video for more engagement and more clicks and more viewers. That's what I was reading. I always keep myself updated with the YouTube guidelines. And so YouTube is going to reward the real videos better than the AI videos. I'm not saying that they're not going to ban the AI videos, but the reward is going to be higher on the real videos. I don't know how to put it more simpler. Fiocos, what's up? Everybody can be put to jail. Good morning. Welcome. Good to see you. My Polish friend from Germany. Amelia, good morning. Dangerous grounds, yeah. Exactly, Zacromancer, exactly. You feel like the swamp? Did sleep a bit weird tonight. Woke up early. Oh no. Come on, Filkos. Frequency alignment, wow. Good morning, Kevin. Hello, good to see you. Good morning. Maybe you're an AI. You gotta ask yourself the question, are you an AI? Don't drop the soap in prison. Yeah. I think Filkos lives in... You live in Germany, right, Filkos? Germany? But you're from Poland. Mm-hmm. Poland is the womb. I love Poland, by the way. I love it. You know, Filkos, we want to travel to Zakopane. Zakopane, we say it in Hungarian. We want to travel there for a road trip. You're an... I knew it. Trading Star is an AI. I always was suspecting it, but now we know. Amelia, you're Polish. Nice. That's so awesome. That's so awesome, Amelia. Yeah, Zakopane. I want to go to Zakopane and look around. I've never been there. I have a bunch of friends who've been in Zakopane already. They told me if I really want to see some beautiful places in Poland, I must see that too. So we were thinking to have a road trip there and look around and stay there for like 2 or 3 days. Just look around the place. Should honestly demonetize all AI videos. Yeah. So tired of seeing that even news outlets. Yeah, lots of AI videos, and that's why YouTube came up with this guidelines a few months ago. It was not now, it was a few months ago. Like, obviously they are welcoming the AI thing and everything, but they still want to reward videos that are not created by AI better. So the real energy, the real work, the real money, the real effort in the real videos, they are going to be rewarded better than an AI video. And they have an algorithm, I don't know, I guess they have a really sophisticated and high level algorithm that somehow identifies when a video has AI elements or the complete video is made of AI. I don't know. It's been about that somehow. Winter time, high prices. Nice. My dad used to work in Hungary. Oh, every summer for 2 months. Amelia, I must say, I told this to Filkos too. I love Poland as well. I just love it. I'm gonna use something like Trump used to say, like, Polish people are beautiful people. Beautiful. And hold on, I have to do this with my hands. Listen, okay. Polish people are beautiful people. They're beautiful. You know, they're just beautiful. And absolutely. No. But, you know, Polish people and Hungarian people share a great history together. And whatever... And I actually want to apologize to Poland and to the Polish people about our government and our shitty ass prime minister. I'm not afraid to say it out because I don't care anymore. So I apologize about our government to you guys in Poland, because our government is, and the prime minister has totally lost connection with reality. The Hungarian people love Polish people, and we are sharing a great history, good old friends, the two countries. So the current government, I'm sorry, I apologize instead of them. So I mean, on behalf of the government, I apologize. Don't worry, next year in April, they're gonna be gone. I can tell you that. So the current government is gonna be wiped off, and they're going to be gone. I can tell you that. So Exactly. So nothing wrong with AI, it's just how you use it. Yes. Yes. Good morning, Trade Delicious. What's up? Oh yeah, Polish girls are, oh my gosh. I cannot say it because I'm gonna sleep on the couch, but I'm gonna say something. Polish girls, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Oh my god. I don't know how. There has to be some sort of an explanation, but Jesus, holy baby Christ. Beautiful, beautiful girls in Poland. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Filkos. We are brothers and sisters, Hungarians and Polish. Tremendous people. Sorry. Tremendous, beautiful, tremendous people in Poland. Sweden. They are also beautiful. You know what? Every country has beautiful girls. I know. Tremendous, beautiful, beautiful people. Tremendous people. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, I must say, I have to give credit to the Ukrainian girls. I'm sorry. I steered away a little bit here, but Ukrainian girls also, I don't know. I don't know how. There has to be a scientific explanation or something. Ukrainian girls also. All right. You don't live in, oh, you live in Ireland. Okay. They are gorgeous. Yes, they are. They are. You know, I've been told when I was younger that, hey, Tom, if you really want to get a wife, just go to Ukraine and Poland. Exactly, this is what I go to Ukraine and Poland and get a wife from there. They're going to stick with you for the rest of your life. That's what I've been told. And I was like, okay, let's go. Let's go, you know. You lost your funded skill account. Oh, trading by sim. What happened? Tilt. Ah. The only real threat to my marriage, a Polish woman with an accent and a smile. Yeah, I'm sorry about the trading by sim. Listen, the problem is it's very hard to now you think that, okay, you had a tilt and it's not going to happen again. I'm going to tell you some bad news and good news. You're going to have a tilt session again, hopefully not too soon. It's going to happen. You need to learn from this mistake. You got to move on. You got to restart. You know, you did it already. You got the funded account. You proved to yourself that you can make it. You have to try again. There's no, you took the hit. Now you got to stand up and go again. Trading by sim. Okay. You look back, you know, you will understand. You have to reverse engineer what was the trigger that got to you. Not just on the chart, but you know, maybe the issue was in your off the chart life, you know, who knows? You got to search for those answers yourself. But once you understand, it's going to be easier. And one more thing, once you get your next funded account, because you will, that's just a fact, by the way, trading by sim, you're going to get the next funded account. I'm sure about that. Try to size down and try to keep it that way. Forget about the profits for a little bit. I know you will get it. You're from London? You live in Bangkok. Wow. Exceptional. Wow. Happen again. Just get me to make, I know the trigger. There you go, shenanigan. Once you know the trigger, you will know. By the way, we have the pre-market open in 13 seconds. So let's see what happens here. Accept it. Gotta accept it and move on. It's gonna get better, by the way. Don't worry. You know, at least you're through it. You know, now you can restart fresh. And that's always, you know, having a fresh start has a lot of advantages too. Think about that. Try to find the positive things about getting a fresh start. By the way, I'm still calling this level. I think that's going to be a goal here. Maybe not in this London session, but this 980, I think it should be tagged sooner or later. I don't know why, but you know, I feel like this is gonna go higher. $975. Yeah, somewhere around there. Four accounts because you have to change your trading style specifically for props. Yes, I know that's also frustrating. So I entered the long position, by the way, with one micro just to see where it goes. I like that 980 level. TP is at 975. It's only a probe trade. If I lose it, it's fine. I'm okay with that. Trading by Sam. Listen, Sam. Just because we talk a lot of psychology, it's not gonna change you in a week or in a month or 2 months. It's gonna take, you know, we talk about it. Yes, that's true, but the trial by fire part comes when you're trading your setup at the charts. And all I can tell you in a short word, in a short sentence, is that you gotta fail multiple times, okay? And it becomes easier to understand also that what we talk about at MyFunded TV and here as well is gonna get easier to understand that thing. I know sometimes it can be very boring what we talk about, like risk management. Richard von Hooydonk. Oh, hold on. Are you the designer of BMW? I don't know. It sounds familiar. Richard, thank you so much for joining the stream. Thanks for joining us. $400 in profit. Let's go. Anyway, Always talk about, yeah, I know, it's crazy. One contract short at 21. All right. Not financial advice. Yeah. Must learn. Richard, welcome to the channel. DEX? Yeah, I don't have a subscription for DEX. I have it somewhere here, I think. Do I have it? Yeah, I don't have it here. I mean, I don't have a subscription. Maybe I should. I'm not trading it, but maybe I should. Okay, so this is the CFD index. But yeah, I think the German index moves quite nicely during the European session. Maybe we should trade it a little bit more, right? Anyway, look at that. Yeah. Only trade DEX. Yeah, NQ definitely likes to play with emotions. My advice is professional, but it does not license. Thank you. You were talking about Adrian. Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, Richard. Adrian von Hooydonk. Yeah. He was the lead designer. I'm a BMW fan and I didn't know the name. Yeah. He took the place from Chris Bangle. I mean, they were also working together, but yeah, he's the successor of Chris Bangle. By the way, speaking of a bit of a BMW history here, I think a lot of people misunderstood Chris Bangle in his time. You know, when he created BMW E65 and E60, a lot of controversial things happened, like everybody was hating those cars, especially the 7 Series, the E65. Everybody was puking and hating that car. Nowadays, the ones that being preserved in a great shape or saved in great shape, they are actually a great condition. The value of those cars are actually going up. And nowadays, if you see a perfect condition E60 or E65 on the roads, you actually, you know, it grabs your attention. If I see a beautiful E60 or E65 especially, that definitely grabs my attention, like, wow, look at that. If it's in a beautiful shape, like, okay, or good condition. I think Chris Bangle was ahead of his time in design. Obviously, he was not the one who draw the car. He was just the one who the real designer's name, I forgot who it was, but I think those cars were 20 years ahead in design. Like it or not, the E65 and the E60 were 20 years ahead when they released those cars in 2002, 2003. Imagine 20 years ago, those cars. Nobody understood those cars. Like, what the hell is this? And now, 20 years later, if you see one in an excellent condition, it's an eye-grabbing car. Like, wow, they did this 20 years ago. Wow. And they did. Anyway, bit of a BMW history here. Gold is still pumping. Oh my gosh. Where does it go? I just changed BMW to Tesla and I love it. Tesla is good. Tesla is good, obviously. It depends on the BMW Z1. Bryce, you had the Z1? Oh my gosh. That's a classic. Your long position, short long. Schlong. Okay, Apex Eval, nice. Had an M6, M5, but now pick the Taycan, full electric. Wow. Taycans are looking good too. I have an E60 2007. Nice, Frosato. I have an E60 too. I have a 2009 E60. But mine has like 170k kilometers. Gold is 5k next to stop. Yeah. Wow, beautiful green, nice. Yellow interior, that's kind of cool. DC can't be stopped. Yeah, it's just pushing. No stopping on gold. 720. What the mileage on your car? Is there a lot of maintenance? To be honest, I bought my car used from my Bulenox payouts because you guys who are OG viewers knew that I was driving a Mazda because I was broke. And I had BMWs all my life, but I was completely broke, so I bought this car this year, April, for $6,500. But there was some things I had to repair. So I've spent $3,000 since I bought the car in April. $3,000 on repairs. The car right now, knock on wood, works absolutely perfect. Everything is just awesome, flawless. The engine is flawless. Everything's functioning perfectly well. It's beautiful. So it's not like those ones that were pretty much used down. And oh, look at that. Okay. So it's in excellent condition. Giorgio Gijaro. Yeah, I think he designed the Nazca C2, right? The last bill of... Yeah, I know. I know. Obviously, yeah, the problem with the repairs. I'm not taking the BMW. I had newer BMWs and I never took them to the dealership if I don't need it to, because I have, thank God, I have some good connections with some good mechanics who are really good with German cars, and obviously they are working from, quote unquote, from their home, because they have their private facilities where they can maintain some cars. And I had a good connection where I could repair my BMWs. I still take the car there. Obviously I don't have to pay the dealership price, and these guys are really good. They really know everything about these cars, so yeah. I have mine since 25k. Wow, nice. I got 1-2 year till my 10k mileage. Wow, that's nice. Very good. All right, everybody, what should we do? I think it's gonna go up there. It's gonna be a slow grind, but maybe it's gonna be a fast grind, who knows. But I think it's gonna go. Okay, that's my level. That 980, most likely 70 something, so 975 would be the safe area. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I think I'm calling it here. I'm not gonna put on any trades. I just don't like this price action. If you guys would like to support the channel, please use the code TOMSABO at all these prop firms. Also at TRADEIFY as well, we have the code. Thank you so much again for all the support. So FundingTicks, Lucid as well, if you want to try them out. But MyFundedFutures, Bulenox, Apex, FundedFutures Network, check out the buy one get one for free promo, and all the others. It really helps me to keep going, be here full time. Thank you. And what can I say? You guys are awesome, ladies and gents. You are amazing. I appreciate everything. God bless you all. I'll be back for New York session. So see you later, and my Funded TV as well. So God bless. Cheers, everybody.